ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will start this game off. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
They're bringing heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
They go to the ground. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw. He's got the tight end. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. So Illinois' offense will take the field for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you...
He's loose on the right. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide out in motion. They're going to throw it again. Got it set up on the outside. Afterburners headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
And I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect it.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal.
Number 18 on the field goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the single back. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Catch in the middle, it's Higgins. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Looking for room at the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverine. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here. It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole. He's looking for a man on 2nd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up the throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're looking for an advantage to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Trying play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. Really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Got some room to run. At the 30. 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took it.
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Right on target this time. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's out past the 35. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 20. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He's got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's 4. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the big fella. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Bulls his way forward. Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off with a 14-yard run for the score. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay outside. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Illinois lining up quickly. Third down play from the gun. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Complete out of the backfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Open space at the 25. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always